All right, let's get this show underway, shall we? Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a nice Tuesday and everything. We're going to be doing a Resident Evil Code Veronica X tutorial today, showing how to get the S or A rank, depending on which version you're playing. Bottom line, to help you unlock the rocket launcher. That is the goal of today's stream, is to create the video for this and obviously upload it elsewhere. But yeah, welcome in. Hi, Dan Baby Rage. Yes, hello, Super Goat. Hi, Dan Baby Rage. Hello, 007. Yes. But hi and Baby Rage. I guess that could almost apply both ways, but yes, welcome in both of you, and then welcome in Dodger. Yeah, hopefully it'll help you, Dodger. Yeah, hopefully we do a good job. One of my my most popular videos on YouTube actually are my RE1 remake videos, tutorial. So hopefully we can kind of get the same idea here. You have to save Steve. Yes. To be perfectly honest, the spot where you save Steve, the requirement for that, I've never not done. I don't know. I think it's a time matter with them. But yeah. But yeah, the requirements are actually a lot looser than I thought. I didn't realize it was 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I thought it was like 3 hours or something. So we got plenty of time to work with. But yeah. Yeah, welcome into Fallen Gamer as well. Yeah, like I said, hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, hopefully this goes all right. You know, I haven't played this version in quite a while. First time streaming the PS4 in a while, but I wanted to play the same version that other people would be playing because, well, yeah. Steve's annoying. Leave him on that island. Yeah, well, you can leave him on the island all you damn well want, but, well, for one, he actually ends up being left there anyway because he dies. But also, you won't get your rocket launcher if you do that. So you can do that all you want, but yeah, you will lose that rocket launcher. First off, can you guys hear the system noises? Can you hear the PS4 right now? I mean, it won't be very loud, but can you hear noise? On my end, you should be. Their sound? Okay. I haven't streamed from the PS4 in a long time, so I remember to make sure I have all the stuff set up. All right, I had to flip a few things. All right. But yeah, I wanted to start on the opening menu to show that I was indeed playing the PS4 version of the game. So yeah, here we go. Now. Actually, I did load it up to make sure we were working. You can't just reset this game, can you? You do the huh. Okay, hold on. Okay, we'll do it this way. Yeah, obviously the PS4 port, which is indeed the PS2 release of this game, because Capcom decided they were going to port this version over instead of the HD version that they made on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Why? I have no idea. But yeah, this is one of the PS2 to PS4 games they were doing back in the day. So a notable thing we're going to be talking about right away is, of course, cutscenes. Skip all the cutscenes. They count to your timer. Do not watch the cutscenes. Now, for the controls and everything setup-wise here, I use configured type B. This is the closest to what I usually play with. I usually play the GameCube version on emulator with door skips and everything like that, so I don't worry about stuff like this, but I have it all mapped out to my own personal preference. This is the closest that comes to me. But just make note that you're going to start on A, but yeah, B is the what I personally prefer. I turn the vibration off, but that doesn't matter. Hey, Anu, welcome in. Great to see you. The Knockinator, as he's so often called. Hope you're doing well, Anu.
Resident Evil.
But yeah, let's get right into it. Skip the cutscene. Okay, so you notice I have the rocket launcher. This is proof that I've done this before and can do it and blah, blah, blah. But first, we're going to open up the file here just to get it out of the way. Now, if you do the glitch method, which don't do the glitch method, you can, you want to keep that, but yeah. Skip the cutscene. So right out of the gate here, there's an herb in the corner here we can grab. And then we're also going to grab the handgun ammo right here. And the knife. And then we leave. Oh, those door animations, though. So a notable thing we're going to run into right here in just a moment. So there are several zombies you can shake off of you before they bite in this game. Some you can, some you can't. But a lot of them are common here in the graveyard. You can get through here even if you're grabbed without actually taking damage if you shake them off in time. But, yeah. Again, skip the cutscene. Run forward, though. Again, you just managed to get around. He did get a bite, but just go. You don't have a way to knock him out. Even if you wanted to try and fight them all with a knife, I guarantee you it is not worth it. And we're gonna run forward. There's the cutscene we skipped, but we're gonna skip. And we get our handgun. So I'm just gonna say this now. Ignore this building to the right. You can come in here and get an extra weapon, which can make some things easier for sure, but it's a waste of time and there's a lot of zombies. So we're just gonna go this way. Some cutscenes you can't skip, like this one you can't skip for some reason. We're gonna knock these guys out. These are tougher dodges. And the tricky guy here at the last spot, hiding behind that corner. Yeah, go ahead and knock him out too. So I'm gonna reload real quick. Make sure you get in the habit of just always being reloaded.
Please deposit any metallic items
You don't want to have
in the security box.
you don't want to be in a spot where you have to fire a few shots off. And then, yeah. have to put everything except for the herbs away. You can carry the herbs if you want. We're gonna come in here. Get another cutscene with our favorite Steve. Yeah, hit the left button on the touchpad if you're depending on the version you're playing. Open this drawer, we get the eagle medallion. Gonna flip the switch here. Don't worry about grabbing any of the items in here. For one of them's a first aid spray, and you do not want that. But, the grenade rounds, flame rounds, and BOW rounds, whatever we call them, they are... We'll get them later. Yeah, we can't leave here with them now. Alright, if you want, you can grab your handgun here. There will be zombies to deal with. You can leave the lighter and everything. Normally in the speedrun, we wouldn't grab the handgun or any of the ammo for that matter. We just dodge the zombies, but obviously this is a different situation. So what we're gonna do is run forward here. There is an explosive barrel there, but I can't seem to hit it. Okay. Now we're gonna take what we get there. Grab the fire extinguisher. Run around here. Grab the key. Most of the zombies are in pretty bad shape, so that's okay. Grabbing the key there is important, though. You don't want to forget that. It opens the gate right to the left, to the immediate left there, and yeah, it's a pain if you don't. Yeah, now for the dogs. Yeah, this way, run. Stop. They can't catch you as long as you keep running. This is a big thing to make sure you're practiced with tank controls to a degree. And again, I wouldn't worry about killing a lot of these zombies because, for one, you have a lot of space to dodge some of them, but in the case of others, you got the healing, just shake them off here and there while going. Just, again, practice moving around and maneuvering a little bit too, so that way you're not trying to quickly sidestep or whatever. Yeah, we got, again, and if you do get grabbed, mash the D-pad and base buttons as quickly as you can. To get them off of you as fast as possible. Pretty straightforward stuff so far. That dodge should always be the same. Again, make sure to reference the controller layout on the screen too. I have the inputs on there. If anybody ever needs it. Go ahead and open up the case here now, though. Basically, it has something we can create a copy of that medallion from before in with, use the padlock key. So now we don't have to run past the dogs, and it's faster. Yeah, this thing will make a copy of the medallion, but we won't have to have, it doesn't count as metal is what I'm trying to say, so I can get past the metal gates.
Please deposit any metallic items you have in the security box.
I would also say one thing when regarding herbs, do the best you can to not mix herbs until you absolutely have to, so that way you don't overheal. Like usually if you get into caution and heal out of it there, it's better than like accidentally using 2 heals to do so. Yeah, so we'll grab the handgun, the knife, and the you could grab the fire extinguisher if you want. It depends if you want the Magnum, but I'll tell you, we don't really need it, so I'm not going to worry about it. But if you want the Magnum, grab the fire extinguisher. I'll show you where to use it later, but it's pretty much a waste, I would say. I'm not getting a lot of luck with dodges, but you know, this is good. It's showing that you can have deals where you're not going to have the best luck all the time. Right out of here. Yeah. It's good if I get bit more a little bit, because then it's going to show, you know, you don't have to be flawless at the dodges to do this. Because I assure you, being flawless at the dodges in Code Veronica is, yeah. Good luck. Good luck. This isn't RE1, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm saving one of the herbs because we're going to be coming back down here. Pretty much just running straight forward there. Run around the dogs. Again, there's an herb there if you need it, but wait if you can. Again, another cutscene we cannot skip. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come in the bathroom, equip the lighter. Very important. There are bats in here. If there are bats, the best thing to do is equip the lighter. They won't attack. I never normally come in here, but we're gonna grab this case. Now we'll use that for later. So I know the code here, and it's the same every time. N T C 0394. Okay, there is a red herb here. Now this is where you want to combine them, is when you get a red herb for sure. Just don't mix greens freely, just to do it right away. Yeah, there is another zombie there, but we're gonna ignore him for right now. Alright, let's go ahead and hit the button there. Alright, the Lugers are in here, but we're gonna ignore them. We can't take them or we'll get trapped in here. So we just want to grab the wheel there and leave. Save Steve. You do want to do this as quick as possible, but it's essentially just going literally back into the room we were just in. That's gonna be too hard to find. Alright, yeah, so you want to hit C and E. Basically the two guns. And there you go. You saved Steve. Good job. They do not want Claire to leave here. Everything bugs are here. Yeah, so there is a nice strat here you can do on the dogs. If you're worried about them, you can equip your knife. Yeah, now if you're not comfortable using the knife, you can use the gun. It will work. It's just timing, a little bit of practice. But it'll save you a little bit of ammo. If you get bit, use some heals. No big deal. Yeah, so you don't need to come back here, but there is some handgun ammo. Alright, first things first, grab the side pack. Don't forget the side pack. However. It's weird shooting all these zombies. But it is nice not getting bit endlessly. Just hold this all the way up until it stops. All the way left until you see the shadow right over it. So coming up, I'm going to do this may look more difficult than it is for a dodge. So we're going to operate the elevator here, which is going to bring about an ambush. And this may take some doing with tank control movement. We just, the controller input hopefully will help. Wait till they get a little close, run like here. Then here, grab the key card, and then wait. I might have messed it up because I'm going too slow. And you can get around them pretty easily. It's actually, the faster you go there, the easier it may end up actually being. You could even wait longer by the key card. That might be even safer. I'm so used to doing it one particular way, I actually almost made a mess of that. Yeah, the quick turn is, of course, down and your run button. Pretty convenient in this game in a number of spots. And don't worry, we'll be going back into that other building plenty. You know, so if you want to grab that herb, it's still there. I'd recommend just running forward here. These enemies will respawn, so getting rid of them, that's unfortunate, but yeah, it's not something I'd prioritize. Also, we're coming up on the worm here. Do not fight the worm. Just run in here. And once again, another red herb is here. So coming up is one of the more divisive parts of the run as far as what is recommended versus what is not. I'm going to show you what is the fastest and most damaging way to defeat the first mini boss here. Now, is it the way that is safest for a beginner? Maybe not, but it's better than grabbing the... I think it's better than grabbing the extra weapons and everything. I hate YouTube. I hate Zax. Welcome in. I don't... Zax, I get it. Yeah, I get it. I don't really blame you. And we're gonna grab the medicine here. Grab another green herb. And we're gonna use the item box for the first time. Keys away. Put the herb away. And I'm telling you now, the knife is the way to go for this next fight. It may not seem like it, but it is. Just finish your damn emote automatically. No, Zax, you're going to type it out the whole way. Every time. No, go. You can speak all you want. No, I'm gonna record some commentary after this. Okay, that was not very good. The sad thing is that was better though. Yeah, you can talk all you want. Yeah, we're, like I said, I'm gonna re-record commentary, proper commentary over this. I was just talking there to fill dead air. No, I'm capturing the footage. I'm recording the footage. By the way, I love the art you posted in the Discord. It was so good. Hey there, Liam. Good to see ya. Coming in with the Dansu. Alright, great to see you, Liam. People learning, that's right. That's right. Hopefully. Hopefully this is a good ends up being a good tutorial. I have a feeling a lot of people are gonna complain that they got killed by the Bandersnatch trying to use the knife. Yeah, but I still think it's the best method. It's better than using the handgun. I'll just put it like that. I know it's better than the handgun. Yeah, go ahead, Anu. They'll walk together in waves. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, you know, I guess it just depends on how many of them there are at once, but the zombies in these games all do act differently in these games, so it makes sense. But if you don't want to save Steve, then you don't want your S ranking. Or A ranking, which depending on which version you're playing. But just remember, you know, he dies either way, so you can look at it that way. This game has the weird dogs that don't take damage until they growl. It's weird shooting stuff again, though, I've got to say. Yeah, 4.5 hours isn't bad at all. The biggest thing is just not dying. I would say that's easily the toughest part of this thing, at least in my experience when I did it. Yeah, some random ammo in the mouth there. Okay, we're gonna come up here. There's some hidden, sort of hidden, grenade rounds right here. The ninja, it didn't kinda suck, it just outright sucked. Zelda was the only thing, like, Final Fantasy Resonance and Zelda were the only announcements that were worth, like, anything for it, but that didn't save the fact that I wasted an hour of my life watching that. And even Zelda, I mean, it's as great as it is, and I'm sure it'll be, and like, Capcom has made Pragmata, and they're making Onimusha, and all this other stuff. Nintendo's two biggest games are remakes. I mean, like, who are they? Ubisoft? Oh my god. See, this is why we don't kill the enemies. Killing the enemies will cause you more trouble than anything. Anu? That's true. But nobody cares about Dragon's Dogma. The game was dead 2 weeks after it came out. But nevertheless, you're right though. They are doing a ton. But like, how are they doing so much more than Nintendo? Nintendo will always survive to some degree because they're Nintendo and they always have that name power to them. But it's hard to argue that they haven't half-assed the entire Switch 2. I feel like they made us so much money with the Switch 1 that they just are phoning it in with the Switch 2. They're like, it doesn't matter what we do, man. Yeah, Resonance isn't full price. I think it's only 40 bucks. It's either 40 or 50. Oh, a nice little tidbit from that. Yeah, 50. I mean, 50's still 50, but definitely better. But I'm buying it, yeah. All right, the code here is 1 1 2 6. Well, that's what I mean, though. Like, Capcom is obviously doing a ton of remakes with Resident Evils and whatnot. But at least they're still putting out, like, that's why I was mentioning before, at least they're still putting out Pragmata and, you know, they still have Pragmata, they still have Onimusha and other stuff that they're doing. It's not just remakes. Nintendo feels like it's all just remakes.
Emergency shutters will close. All personnel evacuate immediately.
games that they're bringing back, but eventually you gotta make new ones. And before long, that pool of nostalgia of things you can remake and remaster is gonna dry up. Went the wrong way. If they make something that's truly good, people won't dump on it. They haven't made anything truly good in quite a while. Not saying it's all disasters that nobody likes, but the days of like when they were making stuff like Far Cry 3, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, you know, Splinter Cell was still going, all that stuff all together at that same time. They are long gone from that era right now. Zombies are so tanky in this game. I mean, it's hard to knock. I thought they sold well, but they just got bloated and glitch filled. Like, I think Odyssey and Origins were solid, did well, but then Valhalla came out and it was such a mess. Especially on release, and I think it just started to drive people away, and then they haven't really gotten their footing back since. But they just, where's all the originality? Yeah, like, they need to come up with new franchises. I think one of the biggest things of gaming that's a risk of it is the lack of new IPs. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you're right, Lamb, which is such a shame, but I think that's going to mark the huge downfall of a number of companies. Because, like, how much longer is Ubisoft going to be able to survive? I mean, their two releases this year are literally remaster or remakes. Are enough people going to drop $70 to play for Assassin's Creed 4? A game they've already played in the midst of all these other big releases? I'll put it, I mean, you know, they very well may. They'll get some people to buy it, but good lord. Yeah, they charge full price for their remasters. If they were remakes, you could at least say, well, okay, it's a remake. No, they'll charge it for a remaster. I mean, you could go buy Black Flag for the PS4 or the Xbox One and play them on your PS5 or 3 or Series X for like probably $5. You could find a copy of it. Or you could pay 70 for one that just looks like got a fresh coat of paint. All right, we're gonna do, yeah, it's the woman here, by the way. The dad and the two baby rages. All right, come over here. This guy. This guy. But it's only a matter of time before, like, I could see Microsoft or Sony buying Ubisoft outright. Which, you know, could end up being a huge deal because, you know, then they could revive some of the IPs, but, or just, I don't know, do something with them. Which again, I know I just said new IPs, but still. Paid $20 and play something new like Mina, but now Liam, now you're talking. It is 1971. It makes them money, so they like it. They're giving them till the ends of the earth to make Elder Scrolls 6. And when it does inevitably release, it's going to be It won't be as big as GTA 6, but it's going to be pretty close. It's going to be a huge release for them. I don't know. I think them giving them that long of a leash shows that they have faith in them and everything.
Keep focused, brother.
Keep focused, brother. COD is like sports games at this point. I mean, it's just something that they crank out and put out yearly to, you know, appease the people that like them. It's just the kind of thing that just exists anymore. Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. Or they go back and play Morrowind. The only Elder Scrolls I've played all the way through was Oblivion. I never played any of the others. I feel bad because, like, I almost feel like I shouldn't be dodging these things, but I also think if you want to have a better chance of getting through this game, you know, as long as you don't just get walled off by those guys, it's actually better to just dodge them. I think it's going to make your playthrough better if you just dodge them. I don't particularly dislike. I just don't like open world games very much. Everyone I like, I think Oblivion and Fable are like the only ones I've ever finished. I'm trying to think if there's any more. It's one of those things where I want to always convince myself. It's like, yeah, I like these, and then it's like, yeah, do I like these? Yeah, maybe I do, maybe I don't. I'm just putting, I just wanted to walk over there so I had video of me showing those herbs are in there. I don't know, you know, maybe it's me, but does it happen to you guys, like, if you're playing an open world game, like Skyrim or whatever, where the main narrative, even if it's a decent narrative, you can almost sometimes forget or overlook, like, or just not even care of what's happening because you're too worried about the open world stuff? And it feels like that whole part of the game is lost at that point. Where you play something like Ocarina and you're always, like, at the end goal is your, you know, in your vision. Go, Dan, go, baby rage. All we're going, we're doing it, we're never gaming, don't you worry, Super Goat. Any backtracking enjoyers in chat? Yeah, those are a little different, though. I mean, yeah, those are open world, I guess, but their scale is, like, nowhere near what something like Skyrim is. Like, you're always driven by, you're always pushed forward by the narrative. In a game like Skyrim or Fallout even, you can ignore the, I've played Fallout 3, what am I saying? And New Vegas. But anyway, you can ignore the storyline in those games for hundreds of hours if you really want. the zombie that's behind the one that's charging you. Again, make sure you have the lighter out. Very important, or these bats will chew you up. They won't probably kill. They probably won't kill you, but they will sit there and gnaw and just. You'll lose more health, and then plus it's just annoying. They like will slow you down so much and everything like that. But lighter completely removes the issue. This is probably a spot where I should. Again, I'll take more damage killing zombies than I would just dodging them. Pains of the tutorial process. Is a little looser, although to me 3 is still the most loose. That's part of why I don't like 3 as well. It has a more loose free flow movement than even this one, but 1 and 2 are definitely the tightest overall. But yeah, it's something about the way they had Claire kind of stride and everything is, yeah, she has just a little bit looser feel for sure. Jill's just running like 500 miles an hour in 3, so that's why she feels that way. Game audio echo. Is there? Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I don't know what's causing that then. Hey, JB, welcome in. It's great to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Oh, I think they just view Mario as a dead franchise. Say what you will about the open world. So we got Super Mario Wonder on the Switch and Mario Odyssey on the Switch. We got 2 open world massive Zelda games on the Switch. And so far on the Switch 2, we've gotten Link's Awakening DX or remake and Ocarina of Time remake. Yeah. I think regardless of what you think of the open world Zelda games, it's hard to be as like pleased with that result. I don't know. Hey, very nice, JB. Very nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh, Link's Awakening was on the original Switch. Oh. That's even worse then. And then on, I mean, so we got a new DK game, but it was basically a Mario Odyssey. Well, you know, it was more Mario Odyssey than DK. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think Nintendo, like I said, I think they're just phoning it in, man. Yeah, they're not having a great go of it. JB, by the way, what are your weapons? What weapons are you using? I don't want to ask like if you have this, or this yet, because you may not have seen this, or this yet. They haven't bought a Switch 2? Yeah, same. I mean, Pokemon looks good, Star Fox looks good, Zelda, I'm sure will be great, but yeah, they're not really giving me a whole lot of other reasons. Yeah, and on top of that, now the Switch is gonna be increasing in price too. Like, hey, guess what? We're increasing our price just in time for Ocarina of Time Remake. Yeah, I know, by the way, like I said with the tutorial, some of these we're just gonna take bites on. If you grab all the herbs and everything like I'm pointing out, it should be fine. Now, if it comes out and it's like this epic GTA 6 toppling game kind of thing, then you know what? Yeah, maybe. We got a bit to go for that, I think. Go, Dan, go, baby rage. All we're going, we're doing it right now. We're gaming. Don't you worry, Ram Beef. Yeah, welcome in, Ram Beef. At the moment, I have a tiger mosquito rapier and the tick.
Greetings.
Have to get the okay. Hey, very nice, JB. Okay, very nice. Yeah, I used the same rapier when I played. The it's a very nice nice. I guess blade. It is a blade. Yeah, that's good stuff. Wild Wesker appears, yep, and no matter how much you may like Wesker, do not watch the cutscene, it wastes time. That time will count against your final time. Rambeef, thank you for the macaroon. Thank you very much, Rambeef. Ever streamed the Dreamcast build? No. No, I have not. I haven't played that in a long time. I mean, literally since it came out, pretty much. Found another Metroidvania that looks really good. Liam, I'm simultaneously happy and just at the same time. I'm simultaneously, it's like, God damn it, Liam. But also, hell yeah, Liam, nice. What a bitch. You know, if the banner snatchers are like they are in this game in the remake, that might simultaneously single-handedly make me hate. Silent Planet. Okay. Okay. I mean, I like everything you said, Lamb. Regardless of what I just said, I actually do really like, so that's good. It's good to hear. Oh, but so many games. Too many games. Okay, thank you. My list of upcoming games is ridiculous. I posted it in the game news part of the Discord. I didn't even update it with the stuff from today yet, though. But it's just, like, ridiculous. Like, Final Fantasy Resonance looked incredible, and I'm probably gonna end up waiting on it. You know, like, there's just... Oh, September, October, just nuts. You know, in a way, it's... Like, I'm not planning to play GTA. I'm not a big GTA guy. And... I don't want to say I'm relieved because that sounds wrong, but in a way, it is kind of nice not to be. Just because it would consume so much time and there's like a billion other things out there to do. And, ugh. There's no chance I'm playing Townfall day one unless I get a code for it. Because I'm gonna have Onimusha, and there's just other stuff that looks way better than it. If Townfall was like the only game coming out, it'd be one thing, but no. Anna, let me just ask you this. Is it worth more than F? Because, well, is it worth more than F just because you didn't like the way F looked? Or is it because it's cheaper than F?
This must...
Because I'll just put it this way. I have a feeling there's a reason it's cheaper. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong about F. I didn't think I'd like it at all, and I ended up really enjoying it. But I don't know. don't think Anna's not buying it day one. I definitely believe in there. You want to play Stellar Blade? Hell yeah. I was gonna get Stellar Blade for the Steam Summer Sale, but I think I spent the money I was gonna spend on that on the Liza P, and I may have bought Rebirth on my Xbox as well. Rate the shit out of those Resident Evil Code Veronica S rank tutorial baby rage. Oh, we're creating, Daryl, don't you worry. I'm gathering footage, and you know the nice thing is I'm getting hit a lot, which is good because it shows, hey, look, you can get a hit a lot too and be just fine. Or you can forget to grab items and be just fine. But yeah, welcome in, Serial. Hope you're doing well, man. If you want the authentic Code Veronica experience, I am giving it to you in this video. How many players is Gears of War E-Day going to be, by the way? Phantom Blade looks really good too.
The self-destruct.
Clear.
Gears 1 and I think maybe 2 were 2-player. I think 3 is when they added up to 4.
We gotta get to that airport.
1 is definitely only 2-player. Starfox64 no commentary demo has a whopping 1 view from myself since uploading it 6 hours ago. So we are so effing back, people. Awesome. Damn it, super. Oh goodness, Serial. Yeah, I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling. I'm hoping this video does well. I mean, obviously, I'm going to record the commentary for it proper after. And I hope it does well. I'd love to give this channel a boost. Day. Ocarina of Time Remake officially exists. Yep, it sure does. I'm really interested to see more of it. The thing that shocked me the most about that, though, is the fact that it's apparently coming out this year, too. given how little they showed. Although I guess maybe they'll do a dedicated direct to it.
The self-destruct system has activated. All personnel evacuate.
The new horde mode is up to 16 players. Oh god. 4 teams of 4. I didn't watch the Gears thing after the main show, the Xbox show.
The self-destruct system has been activated.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4. The game serial that caught my eye from that thing was Final Fantasy Resonance. That looked really good.
The self-destruct system.
You want parts of it? Gotcha.
All personnel evacuate. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. The self-destruct system has been
Yeah, exactly, Lynn.
all personnel evacuate. The self-destruct
You know they're gonna try to go up against GTA. I think.
evacuate.
That's my. I'm gonna go on a guess with that.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate.
I have a feeling we're looking. It's gonna be like a Resident Evil remake on it. I mean, you never know for sure until it's out. But I'm just gonna go on a guess and say it's gonna be a cool to do.
5 minutes until detonation.
Yeah, like where they maybe even fix a few things from it and everything like that. Or not fix is such a bad word because we're talking about one of the greatest games ever made.
I will not.
But you get what I mean. Where maybe you tweak a few things that need tweaking for the modern gaming. Fix the water temple.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, well, now I admit, so I've got a, I don't know if I've told you guys this story. So I do have a story relating to the water temple in Ocarina,
All personnel
and there's a reason why I don't particularly love it. So I couldn't figure it out when I was a kid. But I invited 2 of my friends over. One of them is the infamous Machamp kid. And anyway, I had him and another friend come over to kind of help me get through it and whatnot. And it got to the point that they were so dead set on guiding me through it that even though, let's say we're walking down a hallway and there was only one way to turn, they'd say turn left. You know, like, Okay, I know to turn here because obviously there's only one way to go. Like it was that heavy of backseating is what it turned into, and it was it was almost awkward of like, you know, like I truly was the puppet being guided through. I've never seen anything quite like it, but you know, I was happy to get through it though, so I didn't really complain either. But yeah, so that's one thing. So maybe I always have a little bit of a negative association with it.
What
took you so long? Shut up, Steve. Shut your damn mouth.
What do you mean?
Yeah, we want the acid and the BOW rounds. And we're gonna take care of those. Alright, complete. Start with the BOW rounds here. Oh, I'll say something snarky to Steve, don't worry. One, two, three. One, two, three, four. So there is a save loophole coming up here. You can save your game here. You can save here. It's because this is a free save, because the game will view this as you starting disc 2. So basically you had to save here in the original version of the game because it was on the Dreamcast and was 2 discs. So it's okay to save there. That is the one save you get. So you do not have to go through the whole game in one go. Yeah, you have to do, so if you want, you can optimize the first half, then save, and then just keep trying the second half over and over again until you get it. That's one of the biggest things of doing this achievement. I think it would also alleviate a lot of fear from people trying to do it. Yeah, it definitely makes it easier that way, knowing that. The zombies are so tanky in this game. As I said, fighting zombies is actually worse for my health than anything else. Running by them is just easier more often than not, as far as outright just not taking damage. Hurts my soul firing these grenades off, man. But they are making it safer, so, well, you know, what do you want? I'm not shooting in here, though. You can learn how to dodge. The spiders don't do much damage. They can poison you, but they don't hit you very hard. Otherwise. Oh my god, these stupid spiders. Of course, they're randomly a huge pain when I'm trying to record a video. It's my fault for trying to... Because what I really could have just done is just commentated over my speedrun, my PB. But then I get people complaining that, you know, they couldn't do this, this, or this. And also that I'm using a different version, which I am using it. It is different. So first thing we're gonna do is come up here. You need to observe this right here. This is important. Observe the octagon shape there. That is a requirement of the run. You cannot, I mean, she will not reshape the valve handle the way she needs to if she doesn't see that. But a common thing too is a lot of people will see that you can't use first aids and be worried too. There is a ton of healing in this game. So I shouldn't need anywhere near all of this, but I am grabbing it just for the sake of proving the point that it's there. I mean, when the video gets uploaded, with any luck, I'll have it done by tomorrow, but we'll see. It depends on how much I want to edit it down first before I talk over it. 'Cause there's a few little, like, movement mistakes and things like that I might trim out real quick. But we'll see. I kind of think having me make a few mistakes, though, like I said before, is a good thing, though. So it shows you don't have to play flawlessly to do this, because you don't. So maybe I shouldn't have edited it, actually. Yeah, sounds good, Anno. Sounds good. I mean, look at that. Look at that, all that healing. It's an efficiency run. Well, sort of. But there are other rooms you can go into, like in the facility, and get more bowgun ammo and all that kind of stuff, but you have to get by a bunch of zombies. It just isn't worth it. That's the stuff that wastes your time. But, like, I've been live for roughly not even 2 hours yet, and we're about to switch to Chris. So that's not too bad. The other ones, I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember the rules for the rankings. I mean, like, or yeah, or you mean like just for like not dealing with it for achievements? I think there's some you can't use sprays, but maybe you can use herbs. I can't remember though. I know there's some. Remake 2, 3, and 4 all have non-healing achievements. I think 0 and 1 Remake may have them as well. Oh, by the way, say what we will about Steve, I demand they have in the remake him causing the massive gas leak through this facility because he's staring at Claire's ass. He can be better in every single other way, but that's like the one part of it I demand they keep in there just because it's the most freaking Steve thing ever.
Claire, it looks like there's
Yeah, they also had no item box, yep. Yeah, I'm sure Veronica Remake will somehow make that work. I definitely think one thing they're going to change with the remake as well is they will make it to where you can, what do I say here? Chris and Claire will have separate inventories in the remake. highly doubt they're going to be combined like they are in this one. That's one of the worst parts of this game, is the fact that they are combined. And that's what soft blocks a lot of people, which is one of the reasons a lot of people quit playing this game. Alright, are we ready to leave? Oh, they didn't poison me. They just did enough damage to put me into caution. Okay. By the way, zombies do respawn a lot in this game. And you notice how there's more of them here than when I was down here at the beginning? Yeah, that's why you gotta be careful rushing to kill every single zombie. So killing the zombies there before actually makes that room a little more dangerous when you come back. And by the way, so the toughest part of the run is coming up. I think this is a spot that could easily screw people up the most. It's the Nosferatu fight. And I'm just gonna say this now. You know, always just take 30 seconds before you fight him to figure out how to aim the sniper rifle. Don't fire it by mistake, but, you know, learn how to zoom in and everything like that.
Claire, what are you doing? Let's go.
What are you doing? Everything you say, Steve, sounds like such a whiny bitch. Yeah, so again, so it's L1 oddly enough on this. Oh god, that's gonna feel awkward. It's always L2 for me.
Okay, let's go. Got you now.
I do think Steve's gonna get the big redemption arc in the remake, though. Steve actually has him and Alfred both are two characters that are made out to be pretty bad overall in this game, and they actually have some of the better backstories in the game. It's just the way the characters are presented, though. They get completely buried overall. All right, so for the worm, we need to kill the worm because we need to save Rodrigo. This is required for the grade. My name, Chris? Okay. Simple as that. There, easy. So it's walk 6 steps forward and then just unload your gun into him. But you may need to readjust because aiming the crossbow in this game is weird. Sometimes it just doesn't work right. Now, if you want, you can come in here. I don't know if I recommend this necessarily normally, but you can. There are SMGs in here. F-Rod? Well, yeah, you know, say what you will. F-Rod, F-Rodrigo, F... Steve, hey. F your rocket launcher is all I can say there, then. And then we're gonna save this for later as well. Yeah, I'm only gaining them because I want to kill the zombie, or grabbing them because I want to kill the zombies, but yeah, getting them's nice. Yeah, because really the submachine gun and the shotgun were supposed to be what Chris kind of gets to level the game out for him, where Jill gets the bow gun and the grenade launcher. And yeah, Chris loses out in that exchange because both of Claire's weapons are way better. Especially considering Chris has to fight all the major boss fights too. Erratic sleeping Naki. We'll grab the shotgun shells here. As you may have noticed already, I'm at the point that I'm pretty well done prioritizing the handgun. It's not, with hunters coming into the equation, it just becomes less and less of a thing you should probably be worrying about too much. But yeah, we looking pretty good here. My inventory is always a little messed up now too because I keep grabbing carrying the handgun like I did, grabbing the SMGs, and usually I don't have quite this setup. But yeah, we'll make it work. Just run to the left, you get by that spider every time. Chris is right, screen left. around here. Chemical storage key. Bum, 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 bum. And chat, we are roughly at the 2-hour mark in terms of time, give or take. So plenty of spare time for that 4.5 hours required. But also remember, so this, I'm normally running the S rank category. But this is... I normally run the S rank category, but this is A rank, even though it's the same thing. Because the US version is A rank, and the Japanese version it's S rank. I normally run the Japanese version because it's faster. So, yeah. You'll get your achievement or whatever if it's at the A rank in this version. We don't want to grab the flame rounds, handgun ammo, or shotgun there. I will grab the shotgun, but not yet. It take up space. There's yet another green herb right there in the corner. You can see it there. One of the 1,000 healing items in this game. So there's a huge moment of advice coming up here. This is one of the biggest things that can save you at least a heal and possibly a death. Do not grab the doorknob there that's blinking. Not yet. Go in here first. If you don't, hunters will attack you, or well, notably the poison hunters will attack you in this room here. But because if you go in here first, that doesn't happen. .8. 12.8. They're gonna change a lot, I think, but I think it'll definitely be well worth playing. I think this is the remake that's gonna get changed probably the most. Even more than 3 was. I think they're going to alter a lot of the characters and make the whole game a lot more serious tone. And yeah. I think they're going to make more efforts to reduce the backtracking and things like that as well. Yeah, exactly, Anu. Yeah. Don't fight the hunters. Not there anyway. There's 2 of them. You can, of course, you can kill them with the acid rounds, but you're gonna have a lot of hunters to deal with. Skip those. By the way, if anybody's watching and wondering, this isn't like the formal commentary. I'll do it like when I redo this. This is just me recording the content or like the playthrough. I'm gonna do a full proper commentary that's a little bit more, I don't know, probably just informative. I'll just say it like that. So yeah. Hopefully it'll be uploaded tomorrow. I'm planning to do the commentary after I'm done recording this tonight. It depends. Yeah, I gotta, after editing and whatnot. Not gonna edit a ton, but I do want to clean up a few things. Remake is a fine game. I'm not saying it's a great game, but it's a solid game. It's just but it's an abomination of a remake. There's a difference though. Like if you've never played the OG 3, most people don't really care. Now it's not as good of a game period as like 2 or 4 are. I think that's pretty safe to go with, but I highly doubt people that never played the OG 3 care that, some things aren't the way they are. But yeah, a lot of that game's failures had nothing to do with it as an actual executed game. Yes, S-rank tutorial video, and I'm totally shocked by what the game threw at me. You'll never guess what Resident Evil threw at me in this tutorial video. But yeah, I think overall, 3's fine. Like I said, I think it does have parts I don't like the cabin's bad. It's just filler. It's because they knew the game was going to be super short anyway, so they threw that in there to add 15 minutes. Yeah, there's some parts of it that just aren't the best, but it's fine. Yes, exactly. To be honest, I don't care that stuff was cut. That never was the biggest problem I had. Like the worm being cut, I think the worm is a garbage fight. It's just a fight that is there to give you something that isn't Nemesis. I never minded it being gone. I don't think it's what I would call a memorable RE boss in any way. But my issue is the stuff like the acid Nemi fight is terrible in that game compared to the original. Like the boss fights are so uninspired in that game. Hey, Bok Choy, welcome in. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, hope you're having a nice Tuesday, Bok Choy. Been cleaning all day, just started to work out. Yeah, I'm doing fine, thanks. By the way, our continuously growing supply of healing items. Again, never be afraid of the game. You know, they will give you heals. Don't worry about not having the first aid spray. I work out every day. I work my way out of my chair to go to the fridge to get something to eat. I look like She-Hulk. Oh. You're changing your workout because your calves are getting too bulky. Doing more Pilates now. You like the slim look, not too much muscle? Yeah, that's the big thing is, you know, yeah, getting the one you like. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. And this is one of the most important things of running this, is running forward right out of the gate here and getting prepared to enter the door on the left. Because there are poison hunters. This is the first time we see them in this run. It's not always that easy. That's why I had the blue herb, just in case. Yeah, just to show that there is another green herb right here. The shotgun shells right there as well. Recording it now though, so the commentary or whatever is fine. It doesn't matter what I'm talking about. I'm recording the gameplay and then doing the commentary later. I'll do it after stream probably. But yep. Yeah, I'm actually long overdue to make a video like this since I've been speedrunning this category for so long, although this particular run's been awful. But, I figure with the remake coming out, it's like, hey, this is the perfect time to make one. Also, it gives me something to upload onto this channel again, finally. I haven't put a lot of stuff on here. Wait. Being proactive too, yeah. Because I figure there's got to be a lot of people wanting to get their, you know, the achievements and everything done for it now. Miss the commentaries. I mean, it's not that I don't want to do them, but they often don't do very well. Yeah, so it's like it's pretty disheartening to put in a number of hours to getting it all set up and done and everything, but then they get not a lot of attention. just need a thing to push you. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I just figure if anything, it was just mainly because the content's probably not very good. Which is fine, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah. And we won't have a couple of heals here. We're not gonna fight this thing. This is a waste of time to fight. A waste of ammo as well. By the way, you don't need to grab an every heal like I am. I'm doing it to prove a point, though. I mentioned that before. Yeah, just because I'm grabbing so many compared to what I normally do. But yeah, exactly. Do you enjoy the streams? That's the biggest thing. If you don't enjoy it, you shouldn't do it. Bottom line. I mean, like, are you doing it because you feel obligated to, or are you doing it because you want to? And, you know, it's... Because, you know, we all only have so much free time, right? And, you know, how we spend that free time is important. You should never be feeling... With your free time, you shouldn't be doing something you feel obligated to do. If you're doing it just for the money, it doesn't take long for people to realize that's exactly what you're doing and what you're there for. And it typically comes off that way. Like everybody wants to get paid for doing it, of course. And there are people that do it full time or even part-time and have it supplement their income and, you know, help their income out in various ways. Obviously that, but if it's the main driving point, every point of it needs to come from the idea of, you know, point where it's just what you really, really want to do. Did it start to feel old quick? Yes. Oh, your odds of blowing up are like, you know, under 0.0%, 0. Or 0.01% your or your odds of actually truly blowing up. Well, I don't know about that, Dodger, but nevertheless. It's tough. And we're not going to take that. We don't need it. Yeah, stream to have fun, enjoy yourself. Yeah, hope you meet some nice people along the way. Yeah, there are things you can do to help yourself, of course. It's understandable, Bok Choy. And yeah, I mean, that makes total sense. Roger, what did we just say about streaming for the money? Especially the idea of if you're making yourself uncomfortable just to get paid. Because that's no way to do it. Yeah, it's gotta feel right. I mean, it's... Bok Choy, I'll just say this. I have a feeling, you know, you would be very fun. You would do very well if you wanted to in that regard. Be trying to be very gentlemanly about this. I don't want to come off the wrong way there necessarily. You know what I mean. Yeah. Well, because that's one thing, Bok Choy. Like, I think every streamer in their own way needs to establish... The streamer sets the tone for the chat in the chat room. And, you know, for better or worse, right? Whether, you know, it's going to benefit them to grow or not. But I've always said, like, for example, something... My rule of thumb, like, as far as, like, stuff you guys can say it language-wise. If I say it, you can say it, kind of thing. And I also, in general, aim to stay chill. I try to. I bitch and complain, but that's just part of... That's a whole to-do with the thing. But my point is, I've made sure to keep it that way, and when it gets uncomfortable to that way, I will usually do my best to fix it. But yeah, the lines are clear. You need to make sure those lines are very clear. Yeah, and being a female streamer especially, I'd imagine it would be even tougher to hammer the idea of that home. AA, crown, heart, spade. I want to make sure I slow myself down so for the video it won't be flying by us and people don't see what I do. But yeah. actually got messages from people because of the weird shit you say. Really? Some people are friendly, some are just... Yeah. Bok choy, it doesn't surprise me. I'll just say that. Yeah, because part of me says bok choy, it's like... Because at the end of the day, well, let me rephrase that. I was going to say something, I'm going to rephrase it. You have to be yourself. And if that's just who you are, that's just how it is. And unfortunately, I guess some things can just lead to people feeling that they can just do that. But you have to be yourself. Doesn't happen if people think you're a guy. Yeah. Well, you know, guys love the idea of the crass lewd, you know, crass lewd chick. I mean, it's just the way it is. Dodger, you've never heard bok choy talk. I don't think that's possible. I forget when it was, but bok choy you posted a video in the Discord where this is probably 2 years ago now or something, when you were outside in like the wind and rain and you sounded like you were going to get blown away. Okay, that's for the tutorial. It sounded like you're gonna get blown away, and you definitely had a very light and innocent sounding voice for sure. It was rainy, yeah. Your mom thinks you're too traditional? But does she know, like... I don't want this to sound... This sounds wrong when I say it like this. Does she know lewd bok? Or is that something reserved for us here on the internet? Okay, oh, gotcha, fuck boy. Okay, that is not worth it. Yeah, use the grenade launcher. Do not use the shotgun. Jeesh. I figured 2 flame rounds were gonna kill it, but then I missed the second one because. that is, I mean, Bok Choy, that's one thing that's undeniable. And Dodger raises a good point. You definitely would have a good starting point for support. I am sure most of the community would definitely happily tune in and help you get going and everything. You want to show off your stupid coin and card collection? Well, you know, Bok Choy, something you could do is, you know, if you're worried about some elements of yourself, like putting yourself out there, you could always just make like a YouTube video where, you know, like a pack opening video, and you don't even have to have your face on cam. It could just be your voice, and that's it. Yeah, that is an option for you. I mean, obviously, I'm in favor of like whatever makes you most comfortable, but you know. Yeah, that's what I mean. If it were to get to a point where it just bothered you, then yeah. I mean, that is an option, because I just know that those card opening and videos in that capacity, there is a definite you know, there's definitely people looking to watch that stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. People enjoy it. Who's Steve? Yeah, I mean, you know, this isn't me necessarily even being negative about myself. I mean, like, the webcam helps, I'm sure, but I mean, I don't know, my channel does just about as well if I have it on or not. I know some people enjoy it, but some people don't care. But I think above all, if your commentary and the way you present yourself and the content you're doing is a certain way, you don't need it to be the... I'll put it this way. If your camera is the focal point of your content, that means people are probably focusing on your camera, meaning they're probably focusing on you a high amount, for better or worse. And so my point point is if you're making good stuff, it doesn't matter if you have one or not. Yeah, it's like you see like a lot of what they call the e-girl or whatever streamers. All their content is them sitting at the camera, so that obviously what's going to get focused on is them. And, yeah. Man, it's pouring down rain here all of a sudden. It's a double-edged sword, yes. Because it undeniably can help you grow and get attention. It's just a matter of what attention you're, aiming to get. Well, I phrased that wrong, but you could get. Those are your comfy games because you're bad at hard games. Dance at Happy W. No genital jousting? Because that's banned on Twitch? Yes, it is, Bok Choy. It ain't that bad. I mean, that is true. You could be a VTuber. A live action dating game you played. Actually, you should play Super Seducer. Actually, what I would honestly recommend doing is maybe just try streaming once or twice, or you know, a few times, see how you feel about it and everything first and foremost. And then if you see it as something you want to keep doing and everything, you know, possibly that wouldn't be, I mean, maybe that'd be a good route. Yeah. You're gonna look awesome for seducer. Yeah, Audio Ignis, who comes into my, streamer I know, she's a VTuber, and hers, she's done pretty well with it. The models can look pretty interesting now too. I remember when they were first debuting, they were kind of, they just weren't as good as they are now. They weren't as refined as they are now. Yeah, they are releasing 10 and 10.2 on, yeah, it's getting a Switch 2 port as well. Yeah, I think it's gonna have higher frame rate than the one on the Switch does. You just want a proper remake those bitches? Well, Bok Choy, you could always look at it this way. They're finishing up 7 at the beginning of next year. Maybe after 7, that's when they'll do it. Do 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 do. Yeah, unfortunately, there. I mean, I have no idea what they're going to do. But it'll come down to whatever's going to make them the most money. Yeah, that's why they went with 7 right away. I would love to see them do 9 in the capacity that they've done 7. But yeah, I have no idea. Hey, T-Bone, welcome in. Yeah, great to see you. That's the name of the game! Go Veronica!
This facility will detonate in 5 minutes. All doors are now unlocked. One shot. Get wrecked. And we can't watch the Wesker cutscene today. The cell.
has to play out now.
are you?
You can't skip anymore. Unfortunately, all this does get tacked onto your time, by the way. And Mickey Boxjoy. I'm just letting up on the footage.
Chris!
Hey,
Hey,
you know
thank
that I
you,
always keep my
Dodger.
promises.
We did it. That's right.
Chris, promise
Hey, thank you, T-Bone.
Please promise that you
Yeah,
won't leave
hopefully
me alone
with
again.
my strats were
I'm sorry,
pretty
Claire, but it's not over yet.
forgiving.
There's still something
like
you've
I
got
didn't
to
do
do.
anything too
You
tough
mean-
that couldn't be
Yeah.
recreated.
It's payback
You
time.
know,
We've got to destroy Umbrella.
it's one of
Now,
the things where I
let's
think
finish
people
this
need to
once
make sure
and
they
for
play
all.
the game. Before, just wish I could get doing this and get most of the way through. This is probably not going to go very well, but yeah. Probably, yeah. I think we're going to be looking at about a 3 hour and 10-minute time, give or take, something like that. So yeah, I don't think there's that many cutscenes in this. I don't know. You know, I haven't watched them in a while, so I don't remember how long some of them are. But I think I'd be fine, yeah. I'd guess, yes. Hey, thank you, JB. I admit I was a little nervous about this just because I haven't played this version in a while. And you do take more damage in this version than the one I usually play. So like against Steve, for example, he hit me down into orange caution with one hit. On the one I normally play, he hits you into yellow caution and you only have to heal once. I had to heal twice or I would have died. Yeah. In this run. Yeah, it's pretty dramatic. I don't know how many other spots there are that are really different, but that's one that definitely is. But that's the whole thing with this game though, is there's a lot of spots that if you're just not prepared for, you can easily die, whether you're just not, mostly just because you're not properly prepared. And every RE game you can kind of say that for, but this one's the most extreme, I think, for that. I think it's a better way to play the game, Dodger, but either one's overall fine. Rambeef just killed our first Black Widow. Hey, congrats. Yes, congrats to the JB Ram team there. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, it's grounded. It's basically Honey I Shrunk the Kids, where you play as a bunch of a group of 4 that are shrunk down, and yeah, you craft and fight and survive the insect world and go through the storyline to eventually escape it and regrow. You make them cute, right? There is a toggle. It's called arachnophobia mode, where you can actually just turn them into giant blobs if you want. Oh, they don't mess around at all, no. All right, 3:05:17 is our final time. Very nice. And we got the A ranking, which would, of course, nab use the rocket launcher. And notice, even though I did save technically at the disc swap, you can save there. But it's only there because you notice it didn't count against me, because when this game originally came out for the Dreamcast, you had to save your game to change your disc, and so they allow you to save there and only there. But yeah, there you go. So normally when I play this on the GameCube version, it's the Japanese version, so it's an S rank. But yeah, that's just something for some reason they changed when they put it over here. That is the max rank. That will unlock you the rocket launcher, which is the corresponding achievement / trophy for the high rank run. Sega Dreamcast. That's right, Lamb. God damn it, Bokchoy. Oh man. Do I use to edit videos? It's whatever this thing I put on my. It's called Open Shot Video Editor. It's not anything fancy, but it's what I originally learned to use, so I've always just used it. I never do anything fancy, so it really does what I particularly need. Easier for me to say. All right. A chat. There we go. Yeah, you get a book. It's the old PS4 chat. We haven't used this thing in forever. Yeah. Gets the job done, exactly. I added a few games. I put Bloodborne back on my PS4, and I'm blaming T-Bone for it. Bloodborne, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's on there. Oh God. Yeah, I did. There's proof, by the way. I actually did get the platinum in Bloodborne. I wasn't lying. Yeah, I've said that numerous times, but yes, I actually did do that. Oh, that was a long time ago. Well, I'll put it this way. You know, it's a lot. Believe it or not, I play a lot better when I'm not streaming because, you know, obviously I'm not a, you know, it's just easier to focus. And yeah, your old buddy Dan used to be pretty good at some of this stuff. Well, sort of. With his try hard, you better. Oh, you want to see try hard? Hold on. I have 160 platinum trophies, and I haven't trophy hunted in a long time. I don't even know why I have some of these games. Let's see here. What was my last platinum I unlocked? It was freaking Peppa Pig was the last one I did. And that was in 2022 is when we played that. That's my last platinum trophy. And then I did this evil and oh god, this game was so shit, dude. Yeah, this was when I was still making them. This was when I was trying to make trophy videos for YouTube, and I decided I didn't want to do it. Yeah, RE5, that was different. God, there's a lot of shit on here. That's another one I tried to make a video for. Overwatch, yeah, I got the Overwatch Platinum. What's the last game I actually was like when I was grinding for? Was it Darkest Dungeon? Maybe it was Shenmue 2. It was probably Shenmue 2. Maybe. There's Shenmue 1. Evil Within. Minecraft. God, I played some real garbage, dude. Yeah, okay, this is when I was still regularly trophy hunting. I can tell by some of these games. So, we'll say... No, it wasn't. I know I did when Evil Within. It was probably this. Minecraft Story Season 2. Are they going to finish Shenmue? No. 2018 was the last time, was when I unlocked this plat. That's how long it's been since I trophy hunted. So yeah, I am a tryhard. But once I started streaming, trophies just definitely did not. I phased them out pretty quick. I mean, I still go for some here or there for like, you know, certain games, but yeah. Anything you want to stream from PS4? I think I'm going to play Bloodborne again. I might play it off stream and I want to get better at it. I don't know if I want to speed run it or anything like that necessarily. I just want to get better at it because I do like it. I would love to just like be able to get good enough to like sit down and say, here's like a 7-hour stream. I'm going to play through Bloodborne. I think that'd be really cool to be able to do. But I wouldn't mind playing The Last of Us again. I put part 2 on here as well. I don't know if I'd play that, but I definitely wouldn't mind playing 1. People speedrun people speedrun everything. People speedrun Bloodborne in under an hour. I used to be pretty good at it. I've only ever used the hand axe though. I'm the most boring player of Bloodborne ever. I've literally only ever used one weapon, and that's across like, well, I used one character to get the platinum, and then I never played it again until I streamed it like 3 years ago. And when I streamed it, then I still used the hunter's axe the whole time. And then I never played the deal. I never played the DLC. That's why I don't have 100%. Under an hour, yeah. If you know where to go and how to take down some of the bosses, yeah, you can get by. Because you run past most of the enemies. It's kind of like Resident Evil. It's amazing if you don't sit there and stop to fight every single thing in your way, how quickly it can go by. Try the Saw Cleaver. If you can parry Saw Spear. Yeah, Bloodborne, they have pretty short leashes, yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't mind playing it again. Like I said, I really like it. I like the game a lot. I'm just bad at it. I was good enough to get the platinum, but, you know, that was also 7 years ago now. Or more than that. Wait, when was this? 20? Oh, it was like 11 years ago now. Holy shit, dude. Damn, goddamn. Yeah, that was 11 years ago. Good lord. Yeah, I'm a way different gamer now. I'm way more less patient and way slower reflexed. Those PS4 sounds, you better believe it, Serial. Yeah, I mentioned, of course, I don't know if I'm gonna, I have this on a couple of things. We're gonna be doing Mega Man on Thursday. I actually have this on, I don't know, remember why I have this on PlayStation, but I also have it on Steam. But we got plenty of Mega Man shit to do. Castlevania stuff as well. Load it up, you know you want it. Nah, I have to get up to get the disc. I'm too lazy to do that. It's not digital. I thought about getting, if it goes on sale, I might get the digital though, just because it'll run better. Because digital will run better than my disc drive, because it's like, I think the discs run better, or digital runs better. I don't know. Just in terms of like, because my PlayStation 4 sounds like it's going to die every time I play something. It did okay with Code Veronica, but for one, that's Code Veronica and it was digital. Oh man, oh man. Chat, this was a success though. I got all the footage I needed. Now I guess got to make the tutorial. Yeah, this game's getting a remaster. If I want to play it, I'm going to play that. And then Shovel Knight, their new game just came out. Mina the Follower, which I definitely want to play. Mina the Hollower. Is it Hollower or Follower? Either way. I do want to play that. But there's some good stuff on here. And don't fire this thing up too much anymore, but it's pretty good. Very good console for me. Spent probably a good couple of 1,000 hours on this thing. Yeah, not too bad. No plat on Shovel Knight? Shit. There's no way. Plat on Shovel Knight's hard as hell. Now you want the really, yeah, go. There's plenty of far superior trophy people than me, more dedicated trophy people. I have a couple of tough ones. Like, well, I got the Bloodborne one. I think the toughest one I have is the Evil Within. I don't have many that are super tough. Some of these games I don't own. I think I played the demos for, and for some reason they got put on here. Where was the Evil Within? I just want to see how rare that one was. The Overwatch one, that's got to be pretty rare. That's an ultra rare. God, all those nights on Overwatch with Swap and oh god. And we got the Darkest Dungeon one, that's kind of rare. And then the Evil Within too. God, I played a lot of shit that I never finished. Pure Evil. Wow, the Overwatch one's rarer than this. Oh, okay. I didn't realize I was multiple minutes behind. Smile. Well, welcome to the present day, Serial. Oh, goodness. But yes, chat. There we go. That is all the amount of times I, main menu. Sarah's main menu missing in the menu theme. Yeah. It is good times. Well, it depends on, you can get different ones. It depends on what you have. I just have the basic stuff set up because I don't care. But I Twisted Metal Black. DMCA waiting to happen. Twisted Metal Black. Yeah, I love Twisted Metal Black. One of the first games I got. Yeah. Yeah, Twisted Metal Black's fun, man. It's tough, but it's fun. That's probably the closest thing to a driving game I'd ever play nowadays. So. Yeah, the only problem with that game is though, if you let like 3 seconds of the credits roll, you're gonna get a copyright thrown at you. Because Painted Black from the Rolling Stones plays, and you're just gonna be dead for that. The only thing worse than them is probably Metallica, as far as like slapping you down. Yeah. The early PS2 to PS4 games didn't have platinum trophies. Or well, not some of them didn't. Like I think some of the RPGs did, but like Twisted Metal didn't, and a couple others didn't get them. The rolling copyrights. That's right, Serial. The last time you played Twisted Metal was on PS2. It may have been this one, Boxway. This was on PS2. This was like a PS2 launch title, I believe. I remember too, because this game I always was amazed by, because it was like the first game I ever played where they said fuck in it. And I was like, oh wow, they really said that. We have arrived at the new gen, because in PS1 era, they never said that in game. It's like, oh yeah, well PS2 we do now. Yeah, Twisted Metal Black has great cover art. It's just a great game. Some thunder. Type of your game around. I mean, that's up to you, T-Bone. I'd be willing to take a look if you did it for sure, but don't feel obligated to. Definitely don't. But yeah, I mean, I definitely would. I'd read it if it's there. I'll put it like that. It really intrigued me. I like racing games in general, though, but it aesthetically pulled you in. He still is. That's why he's AFK from AEW Dodger. Yeah, Joe is Samoa Joe plays Sweet Tooth. He's not the voice, although he could do the voice. But he's the body, the physical being of Sweet Tooth. And yeah, the show has to be good. The show is instantly at least a B tier show because Nev Campbell's in it. So that instantly gives it like, 8 free points out of 10 right there. And so, yeah, I'd be curious to see it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why Joe stepped left those, the film. Season 3, I think is the one. I haven't seen it though, but I've heard it's really good. Oh, goodness. Well, chat, I think that is going to do it for your old buddy Dan tonight. I do want to say a big thanks to everybody for being here. Thanks for hanging. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Yeah, this was fun. I'm glad we were able to do this. It's a little different, obviously. So Thursday, the hope is to do some Mega Man 2. We're gonna start the process on that. One of my final redeems from September. I'm finally getting them all wrapped up here. Yeah, have a great night, Serial. Always hug the nuggies. Hey, have a great night, JB. Yeah. Thank you, Bok Choy. Yeah, thanks for being here. Yeah, have a great night, T-Bone. Have a great night, Dodger. Yeah, thank you all for being here. I'll talk to you all Thursday. I'll be back 9 o'clock, or probably about 9:15 U.S. Eastern Time, typically when I've been starting these. And yeah, we'll do some Mega Man. See how that goes. All right, you guys take care and see you all later. Have a good night.